Actually, there's something in finance known as the rule of 72. It's a quick and easy way to calculate how long it takes for something to double. Let's say in the last problem, the number of employees to double. All you do is take 72 and divide by the rate of growth, R. R should be used not in decimals, without the percent button, just, the interest, the growth rate, the rate that is given. For example, in the previous problem with the number of employees, the rate of growth was 15%. So to use the rule of 72, you take 72 and divide by 15. 72 divided by 15 gives 4.8. See how 4.8 is very close to 4.96 that we got in that problem, which was the correct answer. So we are a little bit off, but pretty close. And this rule of 72 works pretty well for R, the interest rate between 5 and 20%. Anything below 5 or above 20 makes the difference between this, approximate and the correct answers pretty big. Example, you finally decided to buy a house. You currently have $15,000 and your money sits in a high-yield 7.5% per year account. You will need to have a 20% down payment, right? In this country, when you buy a house, typically you don't have the money, to pay for the asking price. So you take a loan from a bank, a home loan. Banks typically require that you pay 20% of the house price yourself out of your account. And the bank will lend you the money for the remaining 80% of the house price. So you will need to have a 20% down payment for that house purchase. You want a starter home that will cost about $150,000 in Inland Empire. How long will it be before you have enough money for the down payment? Well, how long will it be implies that we need to find time. So we need to solve for T in the formula or N in the financial calculator. How much would we need to pay for the down payment? It will be 20% of the cost of the starter home that you would be searching for. What's 20% of 150,000? 20% multiplied by $150,000 equals $30,000. $30,000 is how much you will need in the future. That becomes our future value. Today, you have $15,000 in your account. So you want the money in your account to grow from today's $15,000 to $30,000 at some point of time in the future. How soon will that be? That's the question. And you know that $15,000 that you have now will be increasing at the rate 7.5% every year. To figure out the number of years that it will take for your money to grow to 30,000, you can use the formula to find the T, which will give you 9.58 years. Or you can use the financial calculator, where 30,000 would be your future value, 15,000 will be your present value, and again, pick which one of these two you will set to negative, and then 7.5 will be your IY, and you'll be computing N, compute N. But in this problem, you might realize that, oh, wait a second, I have 15,000, I will need 30,000. I will need double of what I have now. So I can use the rule of 72. That allows to speed things up and calculate a lot faster how long it will take for your money to double. It's not going to give the most accurate answer, but it will be pretty close. So to use the rule of 72, we take 72 and divide by 7.5. That gives 9.6 years. Approximately 9.6 years, exactly 9.58 years. The two answers are pretty close.